Greetings, one and all, to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome and good evening, you wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar Dee Eight. Obviously, Goda and Kumasawa were quite unwilling to be locked in the Rose Garden shed, but they were threatened that, if they resisted, the hostages' safety could not be guaranteed. It was fairly hard to get them to agree, but once they started thinking that their safety might actually be guaranteed if the key to the gardening storehouse was to be handed to them after being shut inside, and when it was decided that the blankets and food would be carried in for them, they were finally convinced. Yes, I mean, after all, the only way anyone would kill you while you're in there would have to be some sort of closed-room murder mystery. And those just don't exist. I'm sure these two will be perfectly fine. This place is pretty chilly. I wonder how long we'll have to stay locked in here. It could be as late as Monday morning at the worst, so a full day and a night. I really feel bad about doing this to you two. George and Battler cleared a space on the floor, then spread the blankets there. They also left canned food, crackers, and other light snacks they had brought. It'll be hard for you guys to go until Monday with just this. If only we can make a trip to the kitchen. They said not to go anywhere we weren't told to. Sounds like we're being watched. Damn. I am honestly sorry that we cannot be of any use, and these are the times that we are truly supposed to be at your sides. It can't be helped. More importantly, take care of Kumasawa-san. We don't know what might happen. If the going gets tough, I'd like you to play it by ear and come to the rescue. And more than anything, I want you to be safe. Yes, I understand. Please, be careful, everyone. Right now, the Master is taking human lives like they're pieces on a chessboard. Please look out for yourselves. Goda stared at the floor, even now unable to believe what had happened as he remembered that atrocity in the dining hall. And he hung his head in shame at his failure to fully describe that terror. Thank you. Make sure you stay on your guard. You too, Kumasawa-san. And you, all please take care as well. I don't have any idea what's going on anymore. Well then, we'll be off. Let's go, Battler-kun, Jessica-chan. Come on, you too, Maria-chan. Ooh. Looking at the pitiful expressions on the imprisoned pair's faces, it got really hard to close the shutter. But we can't disobey. We're being watched. The shutter was brought down and locked. Then, George walked toward the small window on the side of the storehouse. At that side, there was a small latticed window that could only admit light and ventilation. It looked like something from a jail, making the two of them seem even more pitiable. But, on the other hand, it would hopefully protect them from Kenzo and his subordinates. He opened the window and called out. Are you okay? You aren't cold, are you? We're okay. You've given us so many blankets, after all. If we wrap ourselves up, we'll be just fine. I wish we could have brought them a kerosene stove or something. I think they'd run out of oxygen. Yeah, but it wouldn't have ventilation here. It'll probably be tough for them, but there's nothing we can do now. Hostages are being held against us. We can't disobey. Damn it. If we manage to save Kyrie and the rest somehow. Shh. They might be listening. Goda-san here. It's the key to the shutter. Indeed. I'll hold on to it. Goda took the key, showed it to Kumasawa, and placed it in his own pocket. There's only one key to the gardening shed's shutter. That key was being held by the ones locked up inside it. If the children had kept it and had it stolen from them by some chance, that would do nothing but expose the lives of those in the shed to danger. And even with the key, the shutter could not be opened from the inside. Kinzo's demands were fulfilled this way. However, there was no longer any way to open the shed from the outside either. This protected them. Kinzo had ordered that they be confined, and we could do nothing but trust that this closed room would protect them. Jessica watched this while holding Maria's hand, then looked over the thickets in the pitch-black rose garden. Somewhere in the darkness, somebody was hiding, watching to see whether we obeyed orders or not. Of course, when we pointed our flashlights out there, no suspicious silhouettes appeared. But somebody was surely out there, hiding and watching. I was hit many times with an urge to scream at them, but I was able to hold that urge back through reason. The 4 children left the area, repeatedly looking back over their shoulders. The light from the faint light bulb in the gardening storehouse was seeping out slightly. I wonder if this insane incident will come to an end somehow, so that we can meet those 2 again. To George, who had closed the shutter himself, the resistance of the lock had made it feel as though he'd killed them with his own hands. But even so, we can't defy them. What's with this test? Damned geezer. Don't screw with us. Killing Mom, capturing Dad for that. I don't get it. I'll kill him. It's okay, Jessica Oni-chan. There's nothing to be sad about. Maria? Soon the witch will be revived. Soon we'll be able to meet in the Golden Land. Kihihi. Ouch! Don't laugh indiscreetly like that. Seriously, a resurrection ceremony for a witch? Getting so many people involved in delusions he should have just kept inside his head. That's gonna cost you, bastard. Let's return to the guest house. It'll be bad if we aren't there when Grandfather calls. Urged on by George, everyone began walking towards the guest house. At that moment, Jessica turned in a circle, facing towards the darkness of the rose garden, and roared. Hey! Someone's watching, right? Tell the old man. Tell him I'm gonna fucking kill him. Let's go! Of course, there was no reply, only the howl of the wind and rain. The children returned to the guest house, while fearing what was waiting for them up ahead. After they left, from the exact point in the darkness that Jessica had yelled at, 2 rabbit ears sprung up. Sorry. They found me out. It's because you're too slow, Nia. Nihihi, Pendragon-sama's going to scold you. I'm sorry, please don't tell Pendragon-sama. Be quiet. It was obviously just a bluff. Goda and Kumasawa's imprisonment confirmed. Mission complete. Mission complete. We'll report back. Yay. Nihi? Ouch. Do you want us all stuck on nothing but carrots and water because of collective responsibility? Let's go. The fact that they were being watched certainly seemed to be true, because when they returned to the cousin room, turned the lights on, and laid down on their beds, the phone rang again. Earlier, Jessica had been answering the phone, seeing as this was her house, but now it was the eldest George who picked it up. This time, Kairi-san was on the other end of the line. George handed it to Battler out of consideration. "Hello? Kairi-san, is everything all right over there?" "Thanks for worrying. At the moment, we're all doing great here. Sorry, I've been ordered to refrain from idle chatter. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The fact that they were hostages still hadn't changed. Kinzo, or one of his subordinates, was listening to the conversation. Battler restrained the urge to talk about other things and focused on what Kairi had to say. The test will be carried out by Jessica-chan, George-kun, Battler-kun, and Maria-chan, in that order. You'll each be summoned in turn, so until then, do not leave the room. When someone's called out, they'll head to their designated location alone." Battler repeated it out loud, so that the cousins listening in around him could hear. "So, it'll be Jessica, Aniki, me, and Maria, in that order, and we've got to stay in the room until we're called, right?" "Got it." "Maria too? Even a 9-year-old girl? What's the damn geezer trying to force us to do? That bastard. The fate of the Ushiromiya family rests in all of your hands. Do your best." "Yeah, sure." Battler noticed the strange nuance in Kairi's words. Even without any blood connection, he could still understand thanks to the long-lasting bond they shared. At this point, it doesn't make sense to worry about the Ushiromiya family itself. That probably wasn't the message Kairi wanted to send. She probably meant there's no way for us to escape from this dungeon, and we can only wait to be rescued. Our lives are in your hands. Something like that. "Yeah, leave it to me. We don't know what kind of test it is, but no problem. I'll take it gladly. It's going to be a serious test, right? Should we really go all out?" "Yes, it's a serious test. Grandfather truly does intend to test you all." "It's useless. It's all useless. Some old fart on death's door is going to give me a serious challenge? Let him spout nonsense after he gets in the coffin. I know he's there, so tell him this for me. I'll be your successor, and my first action will be to shove my fist into your face." Even without Kairi having to repeat it, Battler's powerful declaration of war reached Kinzo's ears. "Battler! I am truly looking forward to that. I can't wait to see just what a man who once threw away the Ushiromiya name has attained. Just what lot in life he's reached when he appears before me." "Tell him." Unfortunately, Kinzo's voice was not picked up by the receiver. Therefore, Kairi spoke for him. "It sounds like he's more than up for the challenge. Got that, Battler-kun? There's no need to hold back. You are Rudolph's son. No, you are my son. Show me something that I can brag about to anyone. I leave everything in your hands." "Understood, Mom. Leave the rest to me. All of us here have lost the right to inherit the position of successor. Now, we're just the same as pieces taken off the game board looking on from the outside. So, you'll have to fight by yourselves." Kairi-san, the nuance of those words meant we've already given up, so forget about us. But for that very reason, I won't give up. I'll definitely crush this test or whatever and save everyone. In that case, here are his instructions. For the first test, Jessica Chans, go to your room. Really? Go to your room? What's your game, you damn geezer? It seems he means Jessica Chan's personal room, the one in the mansion. I'll hand it over to Jessica. Tell her directly for me. Jessica here. Hello? Yes, I understand. Starting with me, huh? If I can. Like I said, doing shorter videos now. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have all the hugs and head pats you could ever want or need. Bye.